Hello, I hope everybody's doing well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. We're going to talk about making moon water tonight, okay? And the full moon in Capricorn is upon us on Monday, June 29th. And we also have a Mercury retrograde coming as well. That's starting full-blown force on Monday. And the interesting thing about that is that your moon water is going to have a rather special essence to it. So if you would like to make moon water, that's great. This is not a good time to make double moon water. Now, what I mean by double moon water, okay, is you take moon water that you have made before and you put it out in another full moon. Okay, like this particular jar that I have here in my hands, I believe was from April or March full moon. I think I've got it labeled on my shelf over there. So whatever full moon that was. You also want to make sure that when you're making double full moon water that you're working with zodiac signs that are compatible together. So you don't want to use Taurus and Scorpio. You want to use Taurus and Capricorn or something along those lines, okay? So that gives the extra oomph to the moon water, okay? And you can use it in spells and wish bottles and all kinds of great things that need floaty stuff. You can also sip on it and whatnot, however you want to use it, okay? I use distilled water so that it does stay clean and clear in the bottles. So take any vessel that you would like. This will be my full moon water for this this upcoming full moon. And I'm going to light a piece of Palo Santo. Palo Santo is one of my favorite cleansing, smoke wash, smoke cleanses, that type of stuff. And you're going to turn your bottle upside down, okay? And you get your Palo Santo burning quite well, so you've got it blowing, okay? And you let the smoke rise into the bottle, okay? Just let it go up. There we go, okay? And you can get it nice and full and turn it over. The smoke will do its thing. You can see it cloudy in the bottle. You might be able to see on the video that it's coming out. You allow all the smoke to dissipate from the bottle. It'll take a minute or two, and that's okay. While that happens, you can prepare your distilled water, and you can, once the smoke is out, oh, it's really sticking around this time. You can then add the distilled water to the bottle, and feel free to cork it at any time, okay? I like the bottles with the corks on it. You can find bottles like these all over the place at thrift stores and antique shops. I find them everywhere, okay? These great ones. These were ones that actually my mother had found. And she had them at the cottage for years, and I found them at the cottage and I thought, oh, they're going to make beautiful moon water bottles. So I brought them home and I did this one first, and this is going to be my next one. So I'm wanting to make I'm sorry, I've got a hair in my eye. I'm wanting to make some moon water that is going to be a little bit kind of crazy with the Mercury retrograde. So fill a bottle full of distilled water, put it out in the moonlight overnight. So once it's dark, you can put it out, you can bring it in at sunrise. It doesn't have to be. It's fine. It can sit out there for a little bit. Don't let it bake in the sun. Keep it in a location where it's cool so it doesn't evaporate on you, that kind of stuff. You are welcome to cast a circle around your space where your bottle is going to be sitting. I might even do that, especially with the Mercury retrograde. If you don't know how to cast a circle, that's something very easy you can look up. It's a 3-sentence thing, and you call in the goddess for protection, and then you call in the watchtowers, which is north, east, south, and west. But you have to remember, when you pick up your bottle, you have to open your circle as well. Okay, so the circle is open, may it never be broken. And you're casting that spell. Also, to note, okay, that this is a full moon in Capricorn. And the full moon in Capricorn brings a lot of strength. Capricorn, this is represented by the devil in the tarot deck. And there may be some complications that come with the Mercury retrograde of bringing back that type of energy around you. So if you are looking to use that kind of energy with moon water, okay, you're going to have some really, really intense and possibly chaotic spells that you will cast in the future if you use this water, okay? That's something that you really have to realize, okay? There could be some absolute chaos that goes on. So this is going to be water that you are going to use with absolute scrutiny, okay? And you're going to use with, you know, the truth of your heart, okay? You've got to use it with pure intent, all right? Otherwise, the Gardnerian law of threefold is going to come back at you like crazy. So if you practice Gardnerian witchcraft, you're aware of the law of threefold. If you're not, it is the energy that you send out, okay, comes back at you threefold. So please note, all right, on what you are doing and be very careful. I'm only going to be making well, this bottle is my small amount of the water, but it will be used extremely sparingly in the future for anything that I need to give a little kick in the behind, shall I say. Okay. With that all being said, I am wishing you all the best on this full moon, and with the Mercury retrograde, I am going to be doing a reading and posting that. I will make sure that it goes up. I will keep it as brief as possible, and I am just so excited to be bringing all this information to you. Oh, and by the way, look me up at Wild Witches of Muskoka. That's where I hang out. Namaste.